Erik Horne here after the Thunder's 118-114 loss at the Smoothie King Center in New Orleans. Thunder put themselves in a bad position tonight with the lack of free throw shooting, missed 10 free throws, went 17-27, had some disjointed kind of defensive performances, allowing Julius Randle, Anthony Davis, and Drew Holiday to go off, particularly Anthony Davis, who was a one-man wrecking crew tonight with 44 points and 18 rebounds. Julius Randle continues to kill the Thunder as he did in the previous meeting this season. But the biggest takeaway from tonight's game was the way that the Thunder closed the game. Russell Westbrook bailed the Thunder out on their last couple of possessions, stealing away 2 balls to get the Thunder to within 2 within a minute to go. And then Westbrook's close was the most fascinating thing about this game. Even though the Thunder didn't win the game, it was the way that Westbrook closed that was positive for the Thunder going forward in an 82-game season. Westbrook talked about it today, in that even when he's not making shots, or he's not on his offense, and he's not in his rhythm, he's not worried about his rhythm because he does other things that contribute to the game. He's just more about winning the game, and that's all that matters to him. And for about 3.5 quarters, it didn't look like Westbrook was in a proper rhythm offensively. But once he got back into the game with 9 minutes left, he started to find a shot, started to find some rhythm, found some driving lanes, absorbing contact. But more importantly than that was the way that he circulated the ball at the end of the game, and he didn't just solely rely on winning the game by himself. He hits Steven Adams coming up in transition, the ball swings around, Paul George gets a 3-pointer. He looks for Alex Abrines at the end of the game to shoot a 3-pointer with a chance to win the game. It wasn't just all on Westbrook to finish the game, even though he came up with 2 big defensive plays. Now look, it doesn't come without warts for Westbrook in some of these games. He had 7 turnovers tonight. He had a couple of bobbled balls in the 4th quarter. But this is a thing that's going to be a process for Westbrook to get through, and for the Thunder to get through. For them to reach their best basketball and to be able to score and create offense in different ways once they get to the playoffs as the season goes on, Westbrook's got to try different things. He's got to facilitate differently. He's got to control the game in a different way than he has previously with his scoring. So overall, this is probably one of the more positive losses I've seen from the Thunder in recent times. Then the negative from it is their free throw shooting is still terrible. They missed the 10 free throws. They got crushed on the defensive glass by Julius Randle and Anthony Davis. And the foul issues continued to creep up on the Thunder tonight. While there was some ticky-tack stuff mixed in there, it really hurt when Jeremy Grant went out within the first 2 minutes, collecting 5 fouls. Julius Randle drawing a foul on him because Jeremy Grant was really needed for his defensive length. The Thunder ends up losing the 3rd quarter, and even without Grant the entire 3rd quarter, or most of it, they still only lose the 3rd quarter 32-28. So there's some positives for the Thunder to take from this, and then some of the negatives are, they've got to shoot free throws better. They've got to shoot better from the 3-point line. Guys are still getting open looks and missing them. Patrick Patterson and Alex Abrines, excuse me, were combined 1 of 8 from 3 tonight. That's got to improve, or the Thunder's going to have to find a way, to either get those guys shooting better, or try and get somebody else, or go out and find someone else that can shoot the ball better for them. Good game tonight from Dennis Schroeder, 24 points. He hits 4 threes, 4 of 10 from the 3-point line, I believe, maybe 4 of 11, whatever. Paul George comes up with, I think, 22, 24 points. Steven Adams has a 20-point game. But overall, Anthony Davis is really good at basketball. Russell Westbrook gave the Thunder the chance to win late, and the Thunder has to hit more shots and hit more free throws. They played the right way offensively. It's just a matter of those shots going in and those free throws going in once they get to the line. Steven Adams and Russell Westbrook still struggling from the free throw line, and those are 2 guys who are going to get there at a large rate throughout the season. Here's some post-game video from Paul George, Steven Adams, and Russell Westbrook.